So I figured I'd record this Beeline review before the lighting got shitty. My room got too hot because I turned the fan off. And I forgot what I was going to say about it. So I have a Beeline. I've had it since the Kickstarter. It looks like this. I did another review when I got it, which is posted somewhere on my channel. I think I'll link it up here in the sky if I can figure out how to do those little card thingies. But I've had it. I've been using it. I bike to and from work basically pretty consistently at this point. Um, and I like it, but I live in New York City. Specifically, I live on the island of Manhattan, and if anyone's ever been to Manhattan or looked at a map of Manhattan, for the most part, Manhattan is a grid. It is it's a grid, like it's just a straight up grid. And since I go to the same place and I live also on the same side of the island as my job, I'm basically always going in a straight line. Like, not even like a straight line, but like literally I'm going 3 blocks over and like 40 blocks down from where I live. Like, it's not something that I'm gonna get lost going to, which is part of why I bought the Beeline. Was to like help point me in directions, places that I didn't know how to get to because I lived in Brooklyn at the time, and Brooklyn is not a grid. But then I moved to Manhattan, and now I'm back. I'm on a grid, and I'm like, what the hell? I lived here my whole life basically, so I never really lost. Like, I'm like lost in a sense of I've gone left instead of going right type lost, and I ended up on the wrong side of the island. But I never lost in which I can't find my way to wherever I'm going. Um, and I think that's a New York thing, not in other places. Like, any place that lives on any city that's on a grid, I think will have the same problem with a Beeline, because it's meant for like meandering through town, like wandering around, like finding new places. And since everything in New York is basically go left, go straight, or go right, go straight, like there's only so many directions you can go in. Especially if you want to stay on bike path because they all are on the grid. I feel like if I lived someplace else and I didn't know where I was going and it wasn't on a grid, it would be better. Um, right now, like, I use it like I'll pick a random dot on the map after work and like just bike to that random dot. Like, I'll just pick a random location. Like, I'm not actually going there, but just I'm gonna wander someplace I haven't been, and that's useful because I can find new ways to get there. And it's like, oh, is there a hill here? Oh, is there traffic bad here? Then it's useful because then I can like, keep going on the same. Like, I can know when I've gone too far on the grid. Because again, the only time I ever get lost is when I go literally make a left turn when I should have made a right turn, and I ended up on the wrong side of the island. Um, but there's that. So I'm going to keep using it. Hopefully I'll just figure some other use out for the navigation system in this. I know that they added a like group share biking thing that you can do. I like saw the email, but I didn't like fully read the email. Where you can like bike the same path with other people. Like, you can meet up and do stuff like that, which will be interesting because I'm not much of a social biker. I basically bike to commute to work and bike to like kill some time and clear my head. But I don't really bike with other people. So that'll be interesting. And then my only other negative about this, which isn't really a negative, I think this is just a me problem, is when they had an update, I want to say one update ago, it took me like 3 days to update. Like, I kept trying to pair with my phone, and it would pair with my phone and start downloading, and then like I would get an error message saying something had happened. But the error message wasn't very clear, and so I just like do it again and do it again and do it again. And it took like 3 days of me doing it again, bit by bit by bit, for it to update. And on the plus side, every time I had to reconnect, it didn't forget where it had last been. Like, it kept inching along, but like it kept also disconnecting for no apparent reason, or reasons that are not apparent to me. So I hope they figure that out. Like, I would rather have this be something I plug into my computer and it updates like that, as opposed to trying to sync with my phone. Because I think my phone, it's dependent on my Wi-Fi and cell phone service. And my Wi-Fi and cell phone service aren't like the greatest. Even though I have like 5G, whatever, fancy internet, blah, 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 that Time Warner gives me. I have Time Warner. They're the devil. Like, they're the fucking worst. Like, the only thing worse than Time Warner is like Comcast. Like, I think literally the only thing worse than Time Warner is Comcast. So, who the hell knows what's up with my service? Anyway, so that's my updated review of my Beeline. I will do another one, I think, maybe at the end of the summer. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Till next time.